everybody. I just figured out why there's a shortage in Amiibos. Over on West United States, mainly in America, there's been strikes on the West Coast because that's where, in the ports, that's where whenever they will send over Amiibos, instead of sending it across all the way over the world, they'll send it over the quicker way. Instead of having to go over countries, that's so they can do that, and then they do that for their side of the hemisphere. Because if you're in UK right now, they'll be heading east. They'll head west. If you're on the west hemisphere, and that's where I am, because this is where the New World was when Columbus discovered it. They discovered it as the West Hemisphere. You have to go east. Thanks to Magellan, they don't have to go all the way over to the West Hemisphere. And also thanks to the astronomers and all those people in Greece and stuff that figured out that it goes around the sun and not everything goes around us. So that'd be dangerous, especially if the sun went around us. There's probably a multiverse where that is a thing, and the earth is flat, but if the earth was flat, there would be no sun. And also if the earth was flat, there'd be another world below us that gets sun. So either way, we're still getting sun across the world, and you wouldn't fall off. For another reason, if we would just have a sun on the edge of the earth, it would actually, the earth's gravity would actually pull the edges so hard that it makes a thin curve. Which means, imagine if there was a gas planet the size of Earth. Now that's impossible, but imagine if it was. Not only the temperatures of it would be the heat of the inside of the Earth, which is close to the temperature of the sun, which is the reason why we're not affected by it. We are so far outside of the Earth, and we have winter that the heat does not reach up to it. I hate when my camera does that. I can't talk to you guys, and that's because you guys are constantly looking at my ceiling. The only thing on my ceiling is that is that dark dot, and that's basically a nail that came out of the roof. Well, out through the supports in the ceiling, and that's also because they're starting to sink. One got hit, knocked some pieces out, pushed it back in. Sorry you have to see. It's just been a rough day. Haven't even gotten my contacts in. I'm taking a 2-day break from them. I'm really sick, so I can't really use my high-pitched voice. I really can't use my high-pitched voice. I don't know if it's just adolescence kicking in, but my voice doesn't crack at the high-pitched voice. And I haven't been able to use my high-pitched voice since I started getting sick, so I don't know if it's just one thing or the other. But either way, I haven't made a video this week because of that, and I might not make another video until I'm better, which will probably be in the next 3 days, because I'm going on the day 8 tomorrow, because that was the 8th day. Tomorrow will be the 8th day I'll be sick, and if this is a cold, it'll be gone. but it's gotten better. Haven't coughed as much though. The pain in my throat has also gone away. So, yeah, that's creepy. I tried to make my voice higher pitched, didn't I get a deeper voice? Is that higher pitch? I can't tell. Honestly, my voice is so weird, I can't tell if it's deeper or higher. Tell me in the comments, but again with the Amiibo shortage. We're not getting what we want because they're not sending it over because of the strikes. They're almost all gone, but it's the new 3DSs and Amiibos. We're not going to get them in time, so some stores aren't pre-ordering them, which pre-order is just dumb. Seriously, I went to GameStop to get a Shulk Amiibo to see if they had it. They're like, oh, sorry. You have to pre-order Shulk or else you don't get him. At all. Nope. No getting Shulk. They said it like a prick would say to a brick. Yeah. Retards. You do not only pre-order things. You pre-order it so people can get it earlier. That's the point of pre-order. That's why whenever stuff goes on sale, that's whenever you get your pre-order. Like if I were to pre-order a magazine and it never came on sale and I was the only one who would get it because everyone thought it was going to go on sale, I'd be the only one with that copy of the magazine, meaning no one would get the magazine. That means there's not going to be enough Shulk Amiibos. Because there's only going to be made for the amount there are. And I got a Rosalina and Luma Amiibo. Yeah, those are rare. If you didn't know, there's only like... There was this whole box at Target. There's like 50 of them in the box. And there's about 3 boxes of Rosalina and Luma. Whenever my grandmother went to get them, to get one for me, there's one left. The boxes were gone. And then she found out that the person who took all of them left one and sold the rest of them on eBay and Amazon. My grandmother works at Target. At Best Buy, Mennonite hasn't even gotten over. Shulk you have to pre-order. And I can't even get Lucario because my Toys R Us that was near me had went out of business. I can only get a Walmart Golden Mario. Which unless if it's going to be anything cool for Mario Party 10, which basically Mario Party 10 has already came out. Mario Party 11 is Mario Party 9. Now I'm going to digress to this. The first Mario Party was Mario Party for the N64. Mario Party 2, N64. Mario Party 3, N64. Then there's the Game Boy Advance. And halfway straight to 5, Mario Party 5. And 4 were for the GameCube. Mario Party 6 was actually for the Game Boy Advance, but they counted it for the GameCube. Which, by far, the GameCube has had the most Mario Parties. I'm not joking. The Game Boy Advance has had 1, the DS has 1, and the 3DS has 1. 2 of those you can play on the 3DS. 1 of those you have to buy off the 3DS. And even more, there's never been a... Mario Kart has never been on has only been on multi-platform, never on 2 platforms at the same time. It's multi-Nintendo platform. And before anyone goes and says, hey, this says multi-platform and PlayStation doesn't do it, Xbox doesn't do it. And I'm pretty sure that's what you'll sound like if you're the person who's saying it. Thank you, Logic. You have to be a retard to not understand whenever I say multi-platform, I don't literally mean that it's multi-platform games like Sonic. I mean it's multi-platform for that company. Nintendo is not multi-platform. That's just retarded. Final Fantasy's multi-platform. That's what's not. Assassin's Creed's multi-platform. No, that's just PC. And The Escapists is multi-platform. It's on Xbox One, and it's on PC. 3. Games that are multi-platform like Spore. I'm admitting that Spore, not only is it on the... There was Spore... I have a Spore game, but it's not the original. It's the... Sorry, you have to see... That's large, if you... That's what she said. That's my phone case, but... You see, it's much smaller than you saw it at first. Either way, I have a Spore game, but it's not the original. And also, I love how I started it out as the Amiibo video, and then it's going through the games. Either way, it's still multi-platform games are pretty retarded now. Like, Sonic's now pretty much part of Nintendo. Final Fantasy's part of, like, other systems other than Nintendo, even though that started on Nintendo. And if you don't believe me, I can show you the actual original cartridge. Because I freaking have the original cartridge. Hold on. Why don't I just pause this? This is the original Final Fantasy. And I'm pretty sure that Final Fantasy VII... I think that was still whenever Nintendo owned Final Fantasy. Nintendo owned Final Fantasy for a long time. Final Fantasy VII was whenever they switched to PlayStation. And there's still PlayStation games that get on GameCube, on Nintendo. I believe Spiral was PlayStation at one point. But Crash, he's PlayStation. There's even been commercials whenever PlayStation 1 came out. They showed him. This is whenever I'm guessing GameCube lost a game war with PlayStation once. And this was their bet that if you lose to this, if you lose this war, you have to play Crash. And they'll be like, oh yeah, and if you lose to this, you have to pay us all this money, and you have to make a Mario game that everyone will love. And if you don't, the amount of money is all ours. If they love it, it's half ours. It's like that. It's just compromised. No one wins except for the one who actually has the money. It's all it's about. It's always about the money. If you don't have the money, you never win. Which is, oddly enough, true. You can't win a war without money. Be like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you. Budget cuts. We don't have enough money for guns. Okay. Sword. Not enough money for swords. Okay. Knife. Not enough money for knives. Oh, shit. A rock. We don't have enough money for rock. How? It's on the fucking ground. How do you not have enough money for something that we can just pick off the ground and chuck it at someone? We don't have enough money to pick up rocks off foreign land. How about I throw this pencil at you? We don't have enough money for pencils. Where the hell did it go? Yeah, that. So, if you just saw me turning around back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like a retard, you understand the frustration it is. In other words, this might be my only video this whole week. Hopefully. Go to school tomorrow, I might add. Excuse me, I thought today I said so hard. Well, I just went full retard. Actually, that's full retard, but sorry if you're watching this and you just got offended because your cousin or something's actually mentally retarded. I'm sorry, but I'm creating an eclipse with my head. And I just blinded everyone. Whoa, okay, everyone look at my head. My light's taking a bite out of it. How's the light wrapping around my head like that? You can hear my neighbors. What happened? My light took a bite out of it! Oh. You get the point. In other words, I actually did have a video of me and my friend Nick trading Pokemon. But because he didn't have game chat, it was a little hard. Because not only could you barely even hear him in the video, I could hear him. Just he was going at me. No joke, that's what I hear every day. Every time I turn on the Wii U. That might be Tyler for some reason. Either way, and if you don't... Now, I mentioned that, but I got a new Amiibo, Diddy Kong. I also got the Ouija and Yoshi. I was going to unbox them, but my phone died and I couldn't wait. Plus, it was really late. So now I'm gonna get back on the Amiibo. Fuck. I'm gonna get back on the Amiibo topic, but why are we all in such a shortage? I'm gonna wrap this up. Not only is Nintendo not sending enough over with them, if they discontinue them, they're not going to discontinue most of the Amiibos. Like, I'm going to show you all the Amiibos that are going to be rare in the next week. Oh yeah, they're discontinuing Fox. Yep, Samus too. Yoshi. And Diddy Kong. You see all these? See all these? Forget Luigi. All of these. And that's only the ones I have. I have 14 Amiibos. Just so you know, my friends... Okay, one of my friends has 2. My other has 5 and the other has 6. Mainly because he got one for my other friend, but not only that, Kirby's gonna become rare. Every single Amiibo except for Mario, Link, and Zelda, and Peach, they're all gonna become rare. Because no one's gonna buy them. Because no one can buy them. So Nintendo doesn't make money. Now listen here. If you were going... Now, I'm going to tell you a little quick lesson of why people shouldn't, who work there, may not buy all the boxes. They can't get more than one. You get more than one, you can't get more than 5 at a time. There should be a rule at every store that tells you can't get more than 5 Amiibos of the same kind at a time. That is because if you get more than 5, there's not going to be enough for everyone else. Which, in other words, 1, it's going to increase the price on eBay. 2, it's going to shorten the stockage on Amiibos. 3, stores aren't going to make enough money on Amiibos. 4, Nintendo doesn't make money, but the people who sell them, because of their being so rare, they get more money. So, if Nintendo doesn't want us to make more money, how about you discontinue it for a month? Make everyone forget about the Amiibos. Just stop the Amiibo line for a whole month. Make everything able to be released in stores at full price. And as the price rises in stock, unless if the person actually has a child with them, or they can prove that they already have that Amiibo, they're not allowed to buy Amiibos. You can't let them buy it unless if they have the game. There are people who buy them and don't even have the game. They don't have any of the games compatible for it. That is bullshit. You cannot be selling stuff that you do not have. If you can prove that you have the game, like, I can show you actual game cartridges. I can show you the cartridge, I can show you the actual disc, if it's going through GameCube between NES. If it's anywhere, I can show you it to prove you it. I can show you the cartridge of the game for the 3DS. I don't know a single system that's portable that uses cartridges other than Nintendo. And by God, it might be because I don't see them as much anymore. Like, you go to school in elementary, you see like 50 people playing a 3DS, playing their PlayStation, PSP. You get to middle school, you don't see that as much. And then you get called a faggot for just having, or you're called a noob for having a 3DS. Hey noob. Hey you faggot noob. Get a phone, you faggot noob. You show them their phone, they're like, that's why you play with a 3DS, you noob. Yeah. Xbox has prevented that. They don't even have a portable system. Oh boy. Mainly because people probably look up porn and then get their Xbox portable infected with the virus. Because it's Microsoft, they'll probably have an internet download connection from the actual internet, so people will get porn viruses. And videos would be available. So, I've been getting the Grovenator with a double slap glove. Goodbye. And I will see you in the next video.